Her name, Black Woman. I am Chelsea Coleman, aka CleoDaGodmotha, the creator and host of BLKGirlsSpeak TV, and this is BLKGirlsSpeak, a podcast for and about informing, uplifting, and empowering women of color across the globe.
Welcome back to another episode of BLKGirlsSpeak. I am your host, CleoDaGodmotha, and I'm here to talk about all things Black woman, all things Black girl, all things Black. Woo! Felt so good to say it after that long. But let's get into the nitty gritty. So the goal for the day is to support your friends who have small businesses during this holiday season. I know you want things, for the discount, you want them on the low, but your friends need that bag too, just like you. So why won't you just give and hope that your source gives it back? Support your friends, hon, because it's getting very much hater. So the song for the week was a request from my special guest on this episode today, and it is Bills by Peggy Scott Adams. I almost messed up. Peggy Scott Adams. I will have that in the description box below. And hopefully that helps you understand the point of this episode. And then the book of the week. Book of the month. Dang it. The book of the month is Awaken by Dr. Dara Goldberg. She is a clinical psychologist. She specializes in loss and grief, early attachment, motherhood, prenatal, postnatal, all that good jizz. It is in this book. I have not started reading it. My sister actually got it from me. The key to my heart is books. And she got it for me. So I can't wait to dive in. But if you do before me, please tell me what you think. I will have this book in the description box below. Now, y'all know I gotta speak about Malika Shabazz, right? I can't believe. Whatever. Now, prior to that, the two men who were convicted 20 years ago, were finally exonerated after 20 years. It took me so long to say that because it was it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it took you 20 years to exonerate these men. You knew that the police killed Malcolm X. You knew it wasn't two Black men. These men were arrested in 1965, and this is really a bittersweet ruling because Khalil Islam died in prison in 2009, but Muhammad Aziz was able to walk free, so thank God for that. But it's like, you knew they didn't do that. And you put them in there for 20 years, and 20 years of their life is gone. And Khalil is just gone. His sons came to the court hearing, and I can't even imagine how they felt. And right after that, Malika Shabazz passed away. They say from natural causes. Her daughter actually found her in her home. And some people are saying, it's because of the exoneration. And some people are saying she finally was able to get her rest because they finally let go of the men that they claim killed him when we really know it was. I mean, did they not see the movie? Did they not see Black? Whatever. Whatever. I am truly happy about it. But I'm also, it's so hard being a Black person. It's so hard being a Black person because even though you're happy, it's like a part of you still just don't feel fulfilled. Like, but dang, if you would have just left them alone, they would have been able to live their life. But you already know how that goes. But I do want to speak about, let me get my handy dandy notebook. I do want to speak about Marsha P. Johnson. She went by Black Marsha at first, but she changed her name to Marsha P. Johnson, and the P stand for pay no mind, because that's what she told people who would ask her what her gender is. Now, Marsha P. Johnson was an LGBTQIA plus activist. She was self-identified as a drag queen, a performer, and a survivor. And she was a very, very pivotal person in the Stonewall riots. Now, Stonewall Inn, which is where the Stonewall riots came from, was a gay bar in Greenwich Village in New York City. Now, there was an unprovoked police raid, and in response to that, over 400 people everywhere came and they protested for 6 nights. And it was a very pivotal moment in gay liberation, gay rights. And I feel like I don't speak enough about the LGBTQIA plus community. And I felt like right now in this moment, with all the controversy going on with Lil Nas X and Lil Boosie coming on and saying what he said, I think that it's only right that I make sure that I highlight that very, very, very important aspect of the Black community, because whether we like to admit it or not, there's truly a divide. When we say Black Lives Matter, most of us aren't including the LGBTQIA plus community because they don't identify with us, right? So you already know I'm going to be the one to have the conversation. I invited a very special guest to not only speak about her life, but also speak about her community and enlighten some of us folks who are ignorant and some of us folks who actually want to be enlightened. So let's get into the interview. Now, this episode is gonna be very interesting because it's truly new for me and for my viewers, but I think that it's necessary. I wanted to speak about how our community is so divided when it comes down to gender and identity and sexuality, and I felt that it would be best if I brought somebody in who lives and experiences life from the LGBTQIA plus community, because I can't speak about their experience. So I made sure I got the most professional and most invigorating guest I could find. And I can't wait for her to introduce herself. Hey, girl!
I want to come in like doing this, but I said no. That's something they can't handle.
With the flag. With the flag.
With the flag, because what better way?
Please introduce yourself.
Let
them know who you are.
I am MyaRay Gavensbert. To me, honey, I am just this, I'm that, and all that. I'm just everything. But I'm just a normal old girl from good old Louisiana.
Yes, period.
Just trying to get my feet wet in this crazy place we call Earth.
Yeah. So you're born and raised from Louisiana, correct?
Unitas, Louisiana. Many people never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Unitas, Louisiana is, you ever heard of Hammond?
I'm from Hammond.
Shut your mouth and keep on talking.
Yup, totally.
Okay. 15 minutes from you, I'm by Laranger, Independence.
Wow.
Frank Folsom. That's me. I'm the girl. I'm that girl.
Wow, you're so close.
We are so close yet so far away. Ain't that something?
And how old are you, MyaRay?
16.
Life, yes.
Yes, I'm 16. I turned 17 actually in December. December 18th is my birthday, Sagittarius.
Oh, so you sad? You sad, honey?
Yes, I am that. I'm the girl with the what is that called? Well, Google it later. But that's what I got on my show.
So, Sagittarius from Louisiana, 15 minutes from me, honey. Wow, I'm honestly kind of mad that I didn't meet you before this.
Well, it's a big age difference too. You're like older than me. But than that, Hammond, I was never the girl that was when I was in where I was in. When I younger years, I wasn't really out. I was out as me, but I wasn't out as in like I'm in him and I'm in Covington, I'm going all these different places. Child, I'm very country. I was outside playing with kids and ducks.
Sound like Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
So you already, my viewers already know, I asked a bunch of questions. And I made sure to ask MyaRay that, you know, if there's anything that she doesn't want to speak on, then we're not gonna speak on it. But my girl says she's an open book. So honey, we finna get into it. So I wanna know how do you currently describe yourself in terms of gender?
I am a transgender female. I have never identified as a biological woman because I was not born with a vagina. I was born with a penis, but I identify as a trans woman. So that means my pronouns is she, her, hers, and Maya if you want to get nasty. But I don't respond to anything else because it's going against who I am. It's the respect thing. And I think, you know, that's what the world needs, just a little R-E-S-P-C-T. It's real simple, honestly, because you know how people are so quick to be like, oh, they were born this way, I'm going to call them that. However I choose to live my life shouldn't really affect you in any kind of way, honestly.
Okay. So I want to talk about your childhood. How was your upbringing? Like, did it have an effect on your identity? Did it have an effect on you identifying yourself as a transgender woman?
Well, at first I thought I was just gay. Like, I can remember when I was 3, like I would sneak in my mother's closet. I hated her clothes, but it was the closest I could get to any kind of sugary. When I word it right, but I would sneak and wear her little bustiers, her studdish pants, because she wore baggy pants, which is I'm the complete opposite. I'm the tightest shit. And this is 3, mind you. So I always thought I was just a boy who liked to play with girl clothes. But as I grew older, I started feeling incomplete. Like, oh, this is not like it's fun, but it's not. I don't feel fulfilled. That's when I started learning more about being trans and doing my research about transgender. Because you know, in a small ass town, you don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, we think that's just a cross-dresser.
Right.
Like it's so many levels as drag queens. Cross-dressers, transvestites. It's all kind of levels. You got to really get into it. This is not just like scribbling on eggs. You got to really get into it. So, Lord and behold, I come to the conclusion that I'm trans because I don't just like putting on women clothes as a fetish or as something to please someone else. I literally live my life as a trans woman 24/7 from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. That is the difference in just doing it for play and doing it because that is your life. Right. So my childhood was pretty, you know, I was bullied and all that, but who cares about those haters? My childhood was it was cute. I had a cute childhood. You know, all the boys wanted me, all the girls didn't, but that's fine because the ones that usually bully you were usually the ones who wanted you.
Yeah, they wanted to see what life was like on your side of town, honey.
And when they got there, they realized it came with a fee. You can't just cross the cause. You got to get it. Okay.
So you knew when you were 3, like, I like this.
I have never been attracted to a female ever.
Wow. And that brings up that conversation because some people say, oh well, there's no way you're born like that, and some people be like, well, I feel like you are born like that, or some people say, oh well, like I don't know if you are into like astrology and tarot reading and horoscopes. There's this woman.
Absolutely. I'm very spiritual.
There's this woman, I have to find her name. She basically went like viral on Twitter because she said being homosexual is a trauma response. However, you just proved that that's not the case. You were born that way and you already knew.
I was not molested as a child. Or if anything, if I'm going to be honest about my upbringing, if anything, the things that I would hear my family say and see how they respond to seeing gay people on TV, trans on TV, in such disgust. If anything, that would motivate me not to want to be. So that's so incorrect. And to me, it's just ignorance. You know, like who? I think I made a post about this not too long ago. Who in their right mind would choose to go through a life that is this shit? I just make it look easy, and that's just I have pounds of makeup on. This shit is hard. Every day you walk out the house, you're constantly getting ridiculed. Yep. You're constantly getting looked at. You're constantly about. And don't get me wrong, I have thick skin, but I'm human at the end of the day. It's so much you can take. So I would have never chose to go through such things like that. But hey, that's the cards I got, and I have to make it my duty to do right by it. You know, what's the point of hating who I am? And, you know, like I said, I didn't choose this. It chose me. I'm not going to hate myself. Embrace it. Shit, you go down. I love it.
Yeah. So your experience throughout school and elementary and high school, you basically
all of them haters, all of them. They you keep. I grew up in the country.
Now, about to say we grew up.
They were so jealous of me. Bitches, all of them.
No, I mean, you gotta think about it. When you know yourself and you love yourself, they're gonna hate you regardless.
I was okay. I'm going to use this term. You know, I do identify as a trans woman, but I'm going to go back when I was in middle school as the gay boy with tight pants on, long hair, and when I'm so grateful and so blessed. I've always had confidence. Like I was the only openly Black gay student in LaRanger Elementary, LaRanger High, LaRanger Middle. And let me tell you something. When I walked down that hallway, you knew I was coming because it would be I was over the top. That was me. That's always been me. And they would hate that. But they wasn't even comfortable with who they are. And it's not my fault that they late to the party.
Right.
I knew it was at a very early age. Mm-hmm. And one thing I can say, and I'm not trying to brag, but I can pat myself on the back, I learned to accept and love myself at a very early age, which is very important. Very, because I would have I feel bad for the people who have to live lives, double lives, because you're not living to the fullest because you're too concerned about what they're going to say. People going to talk about you whether you're gay, straight, left, or right. Shit, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, the only Black male openly gay. Wow.
Only, honey, and I'm glad you said that word openly because there was a lot of them, but I was the only open. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Okay, now I'm glad you said that because we finna get into the love life because I must know. I have to know. You have to tell me what it's like. How is your love life? Is it challenging? Like how does that even work? I know you've dealt with men who were just ugh.
That's how I describe it. It's fresh.
Elaborate.
I'm drinking a little liquor, y'all. So if I do that, excuse me. But it's frustrating because I do see the camera never lies. Neither does a mirror. I see that I'm very attractive, so I can say that.
Talk about it.
Come on, I'm trying. Men look at trans women as fetishes, and it's kind of degrading. Can I say this? I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, it feels good for a man to look at us and we feel like, damn, we sexy. But at the same time, I may look good, but I have so much more to offer to you besides sex. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love to show skin. I love to do that, but that doesn't mean that's all I can do. And I say 98% of the men I come in contact with are sexually attracted to me. I even had multiple men tell me that they would love to me, they love my personality, love this, they love that. They to me because it's going to upset their children, it's going to upset their like. That's why I say you're living a double life. So you're telling me you're attracted to me, yet the only way that it can work is if I down myself to make you feel comfortable. And I got way too much sugar in my Kool-Aid to put too water in because water gonna water it down, and nobody like no water down. So I had to learn. Now that is my biggest struggle, I will say, because I learned right there. If y'all go ahead and check out my YouTube, I talk about it on there.
Yes, please. I'm gonna put the video in the description box below. It's one where he's talking about he's deleting the apps and he don't want to do it no more. You gotta watch it. You must watch it.
Come on now. It's okay. It's okay.
Y'all saw she corrected me? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's why we're here. We're here.
Yes.
But I talk about how I just don't deal men. Over time, like when we first start dealing with DMN, it's cute, but over time, when you mature, you get older, you're like, this shit is whack. I don't need to be entertaining a damn man who can't say hello to me if we see each other at the grocery store. Because at the end of the day, I need to look in the mirror. I need to value and love what I see looking back at me. And if I feel like I'm a queen, that's the only thing that I need for you to feel. I don't need you to treat me anything less.
Yeah.
So yeah, the men is whack.
You know what? I hate to say it, but like every why do we all have the same experience with men? Like, why do we all say like you're trash? Like, there's not no group of men where we're like, well, maybe it's like everybody has the same experience.
Chivalry is dead. I don't know if you went to the funeral or if you got the obituary, but chivalry has been dead for years. These days, and I don't want to sound like the bitter woman, you know, oh, she's been through it. I have, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
Men really just crap. I work at a warehouse out here in Dallas, Texas, and you would be amazed how many men approach me trying to flirt me and have rings on their finger. Like, it's just, and it's stuff like that that makes me have trust issues because you have a whole family and a wife, but yet you in my face. But you can buy me some lunch, honey. I ain't got that much pride.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
I ain't got that much. I like to eat now.
So I want to ask you about the whole coming out thing. I personally don't like it because I feel like, why do you have to tell people that? Like, why do you have to tell somebody your sexuality? Because I mean, I ain't gotta tell mine.
Right.
So why you gotta tell yours? But I want to know how you feel about that, and how yours was, if you had one, and how it affected your relationships.
Okay. So the first and foremost, the coming out part, not for me, but for everyone else. I agree with you on saying that I don't feel like you have to shout it out to the world. But you don't. That like, be seen and not heard. Unless you're going to a party, then you gotta be a little heard.
You know, just a little bit.
Just a little. But as far as I don't want to confuse what I'm saying as it out to the world versus hiding who you are. Because we're not playing hide go seek, baby. We do that in middle school. So I'm not saying you have to shout it out to the world, hey, I'm with a trans woman. However, I might want to walk down the street holding your hand, show me that you're able to be seen with me, yet you don't have to shout it out. So that's my whole thing. Just be, in the words of the wonderful living legend, Tony Braxton, just be a man about it. My coming out story, girl, everybody, okay, I am the second to youngest of 8. My mom has 3 biological children. I am her youngest biological child, but she adopted a few more. My math isn't good, but y'all use our calculators. Whatever 3 is. So adopted a few more, but I'm in total, I'm the second to youngest of 8. Everybody, teachers, aunties, cousins, was telling my mom, now this is their words, not me, because you know I'm she, but they refer, he's going to be, you know, he's like this, and my mom was so international.
Like, that's like one of them old country things. Oh, he a little bit like this, huh?
Yeah. My mom's name is Irma. They'd be like, Irma, he got a little walk to him. And mama she always should say, oh, he's just soft. He's just soft. Which I moisturized all my life.
Let's talk about it.
Like, he's just soft. All of my aunties said it. So she's asking one day, she said, are you gay? I said, oh, no.
How old were you when she asked you that?
It's like 12.
Wow.
And I was like, no, why would you say I have a girlfriend? And she asked me her name, and I said her name was Maya. But when I meet Maya, I said, ooh, soon, child. She was beautiful. She was beautiful, most beautiful woman I ever seen. So I had to really create a girlfriend. And I dressed up as Maya one day, and Mom was like, what you doing? I said, this is Maya, my girlfriend.
I love that. Oh my God, I love that.
My mother was so okay with it. She just looked at it, she was like, well, it's about time that you said it. I figured it, but yeah. And at first, she would you can kind of see the discomfort on her face and stuff. But I can definitely say, as of now, my mother, she is just the key to my heart. She is my biggest supporter, and I love her to death. I love her. Probably drunk somewhere, but I love him. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So your mom accepted it. Did your father accept it?
No, not at first.
Mm.
Because that's that toxic masculinity I like to speak about. Because for some reason, especially in our community, the chocolate people, they feel if you have a gay son or a son who's trans, then it's somewhat a disvalue to them.
Yeah.
Or they're a failure or anything. Like, because they feel like something they did called, no, it's called life, and shit happens. People are different. Here, not all cows are black and white. Some are freaking brown. They all produce milk. Come on, let's just we'll be happy, child. All the drama. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's okay with it now.
He's okay with it now. He actually
I mean, he ain't got no choice.
He showed up
about it because I mean,
it's too
it's
much
here now.
going on. It is what it is, but all this fish I'm giving, somebody gonna have cash.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So I have a question now. I really want you to be very transparent with this one.
Come on, talk to me.
So how do you handle like the ignorance and the blatant disrespect from people who don't agree with your identity? Because we see in the news and in the media, people be saying rude, excuse my French, they be saying rude shit. They be doing rude shit on purpose as if it's gonna make you not be who you are. So I just wanna know what's your take on that and how do you handle that? How do you navigate life with that constantly in your face?
I keep living because at the end of the day, I cannot force anyone, and I don't want to force anyone to like what I'm doing. Like either it is you like it or you don't. At the end of the day, whether you hate what I'm doing or you love it, I'm still gonna do it. Like you saying all those things about little old me just makes me feel good because I'm living in your mind, honey, not the other way around. So I feel real powerful. If I can walk outside with a little red lipstick on and I'm on your mind, God damn it, I must be a bad mama. Damn,
you're giving it. Yeah.
I'm doing, baby. I don't know if it's just what Maya Angelou said. I walk like I got diamonds in the meeting of my thighs.
Talk about it.
And since you brought it up, there is something I do want to just touch on because it's very ignorant.
Yes.
It's the agenda. Okay. Because I see on social media can be very depressing and very upsetting. Yeah. Social media always comes from a Black man who identifies.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Thank you. It always comes from a Black man who identifies straight. There is no such thing as it. And this is where it all started. When the celebrities like Lil Nas X came about, Billy Porter, Pose, if they can just, for all the homophobes who may be watching, just listen to what I'm getting ready to say. It's not just because you gay people on TV screens, come out the burger, the liquor, and they have. Just because you see gay people and trans people on the TV screens, that is not identified as a gay agenda or some kind of agenda that we're trying to poison the kids' mind and hypnotize them. It's literally representation. Yeah. I would have killed to see someone like myself on a TV screen. For years, all I seen was heterosexual relationships on TV. If that's the case, why I'm not just a basic heterosexual person who's okay with the identity I was born with? Because that's all I saw growing up. Since we can be so motivated to be what we see on TV, I should be just a happy-go fella with a lovely wife and 3 kids who cheats on them on the TV.
Thank you.
Seeing something gay does not turn you gay. That's the stupidest crap I've ever heard. It's to me, it's just homophobia. You don't like gays. Just say that, but you dress it up and say it's about. They dress it up. This is what kills me. They dress it up and say it's about the kids. But the same people who saying it's the same exact men. Make sure you turn my volume up when I say this. The same exact men who say it's about the kids are the same exact men who got 3 and 4 baby mothers. So you're not really thinking about your kids because actually all you have is a community of fucking bad little children walking around here that you don't take care of, but you only post on your birthdays. And then it'd be the same as you. So you're really not into their lives. So if it really is about their kids, why don't you propose to her and stop making her a baby mama and make her a wife? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that spiel. I truly appreciated it. That nailed it. That seriously nailed it.
Thank you for letting me speak it.
Of course. So, because you're a transgender woman, have you considered getting the surgery?
Hell yeah. Yes.
I want to get it.
I want it so bad. Like, I've never wanted something more in my life. And I'm not against some girls, some trans girls don't want the surgery. That's fine, that's them. To me, I would feel so complete. I don't want this. What I'm gonna do with this girl? I want the boobies. I want the yeah. Because I'm gonna treat her so good. Yes.
Oh, you gonna take care of her? You gonna take care of her?
Yes. She's gonna be the best baby. When I say she's gonna be, I already think I'm all that. So if I get a cat, oh Lord,
it's over. It's
gonna be over with. The only reason I ain't got a check, and I ain't ashamed to say it, I'm not rich. That's the only reason I ain't got a check. But if I had
that procedure,
that's like buying a brand new car cash. Yeah, it's over 20,000 from my research. Because they're building a whole new body inside, and that's not no easy thing to do. Yeah, but I still want it.
Honestly, I think I would love to see that on you. I really would.
Speak it to existence, my sister. Please speak it into existence.
I truly, because I feel like
happier girl. Nothing.
But I feel like that's already who you are.
It is, and don't get me wrong. That's what kind of makes me upset. People say you're just doing this for dress up. Hell no, because what people don't understand is when I take my clothes off and I see that, it's not like I get disgusted with who I am. I just see it and I get kind of like upset because I see myself as so much more than what that is. And you know how they be like, oh God, oh girl. Look, now I'm about to get into some deep shit. You know, they always be like,
you gotta say it now. I must hear it. You must tell me.
You know how I have somebody was like, because I was telling her about this, and she was like, well, God don't make no mistakes, all that kind of stuff, you know. And I had to ask her, what makes you automatically put that religion on me? You know, you're trying to.
That's one of my questions. I wanted to ask you, do you feel like religion just plays a big part in the community and how it affects everybody and how it sometimes hinders people?
Godmother Cleo, how you doing? Let me ask you something.
Yeah, talk to me.
Let me ask you, before I say anything, I grew up in a church. My mother actually teaches Bible study every Sunday about the black that says Holy Bible on it. How would you feel? And it's to you and all the listeners, how would you feel if there was a book basically telling you everything about you is just an abomination, everything about you is wrong, your existence is devilish? Like, to me, that's not love. And you're basically telling me everything I'm doing is just like, it's like the devil. When you have people who claim to be all about God, you go to their Facebook profile and they say God first, yet they got pictures of them with guns all in their hands, the money that they got and all that kind of stuff. Like, how can dress up simply me just being who I am and happy with who I am and loving who I love, being bad, yet there's so many men out there who are doing so much worse to their own community, shooting each other, selling drugs, slapping wigs off of women in public, honey. It's dangerous and treacherous. Like, and that brings it back to when people be so quick to say they don't like the gay shit because they say it's poisoning the kids. Let's just use a gay couple, two gay men. How is that poisoning your kid's mind when your child has to wake up every day and only sees their mother because the dad is somewhere down the street? That's not poisoning their mind. So you're gonna have them growing up feeling like all they can have is a mother, and that's all they work. You don't see white, well, some of them do, but let's just talk about statistically. Statistically, you don't see white women just being baby mamas. They getting husbands. What's wrong with us?
Thank you.
And then it goes to self-love and self-worth. Like, do you just want to be a baby mama? God damn, girl. And like I grew up in the church. So let's just talk about this. Don't for a second just try to point your finger and tell me what I'm doing is wrong. If you're going to live your life by the Bible, you do know it is a sin to have all these damn children and you ain't got not one ring on your finger. The only ring you have to present to yourself is the one around your eye. So come on, man. If you're gonna teach about the Bible, teach about it all, not just one.
Woo,
Hey.
child. Ooh, child. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Right. I need a shot and not good because I feel like talking shit.
So that brings me to my next question. How do you feel about the very apparent divide between the Black community and the LGBTQIA plus community? Because
are you trying to ask me, do all Black lives matter?
Yes, honey. I need to know, and I need to know how you feel about that divide, because there is one, honey. There is one. There is a divide, because we say Black lives matter, but when y'all get killed in the street, we don't hear nothing. When homosexual men get killed, when transgender men and women get killed, you hear nothing. Y'all don't even make it on the news.
When trans women get killed, when black trans women get killed, when Black gay men get killed, you hear nothing. Absolutely.
Nothing.
Let me tell you something. They really about to be mad at me.
Well, honey, they're gonna have to deal with it.
They're gonna have to just do what I do and just lay it out. Just lay it out very, very peacefully. The thing is, when I walk out my front door or my back door, whichever door I choose to walk out of, the first thing you're going to see is my skin color, which is brown, a beautiful, beautiful shade, might I add. So technically, you're going to see a Black woman. Hello, that's what you're going to see. So it's, in my eyes, Black lives matter, all Black lives matter, in my eyes. But in the whole community, I cannot truthfully say I feel like they're saying all Black lives matter, because when John and Ray and Junebug and them get shot in the damn street because they was doing God knows what, oh, it's an outrage. It's the man trying to take us out. But yet when Malaysia Booker, well, I don't know Malaysia Booker personally. I just know she's a trans woman who was killed. So her name just came out automatically. Let me just make up a trans woman. Hell, I'm gonna say MyaRay. Let it be MyaRay who's walking down the street minding her business, and then she's killed. The first thing they say in the comments, he should have said something. He should have. It's all automatically the trans woman's fault that she's killed. Yet Junebug just robbed this white man and he got shot, but his life mattered. He tried to rob somebody. It's literally a toxic hood mentality that so many Black people have, and it's sad because I'm in a community, so. It's like stereotyping ourselves, like shit. All Black lives does not matter. Long as you are slicing up cocaine and then snorting shit up your nose and shit, your life will matter. But when you are a gay person and a trans woman and you are Black, your life does not matter to them. That is the hurtful truth. So it's hard for me to stand up for a community who know damn well if something was to happen to me, they'll brush that shit off and live their life. So it's I can't, And once upon a time I did support the movement, but I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe he should have said something. Like they say, when my sisters get killed, maybe she should have said something. Maybe he should have said something. Put your hands up and stop speeding in the speed zone. You're gonna get pulled over.
Oh, they're not gonna like that. Oh, they're not gonna like it.
But they can subscribe to my YouTube channel, MyaRay, and why they are watching.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. There we go. Thank you. So now something just popped into my head. You have to think about it. You're Black, you're transgender. And you're
That's two.
That's
in what?
Two oppressions in one, all automatically. What is it like to know that you're double oppressed? Because that is insane for me to think about, because my only oppression, in my opinion, is just that I'm a Black woman and that I'm a plus size Black woman. So that's just two. I might get ridiculed for being on the bigger side. I'm also a Black woman, so they not. But you gotta think about it. You're a Black woman, and on top of that,
Black trans woman, honey. Black trans woman. Eerie and sad at the same time, because I'm getting tricked from racist white people, right? And I'm also tricked from transphobic Black folk, right? So Like, where do I fit in? And this is my answer to that, because I've been accused so many times for hating Black people. It's not I don't hate Black people, I hate ignorant people. I don't care what color you are. I'm sorry that majority of the ignorant people may be Black. Hey, that's not my fault. That's their lack of knowledge. So you see me hanging out with more white folk, maybe. Maybe I'm with a type, maybe I'm with a Mexican person. Literally hang around whoever accepts me. I don't want to be tolerated, I want to be accepted. So there's a difference. I'm sorry that I don't be hanging around with June now, because I don't want to have to keep ducking behind my head.
June now.
Yeah, I don't want to have to keep ducking, making sure nobody pop me upside my damn head because I'm sitting here drinking a little wine.
Right.
Like, but to answer your question, it's scary and it's kind of depression. It's kind of depressing because it's like, wow, you're literally you got it bad, girl. Because racism is not going nowhere.
Ever.
Homophobia is not going nowhere. Transphobia is not going nowhere. But it's one thing to take it from a whole nation of race, a whole nationality of race, however you want to put it. Mm-hmm. But getting it from your own people, it's like, damn, this is rejection. So what can you do? Go back to my first answer. You just got to keep living, because there's nothing I can do to make them accept me. I can just be me. And it's up to them to sit down and read a damn book and learn something, you know. Maybe if their mother wasn't being so transphobic and talking about the TV trying to destroy the family, and they actually had a stable home, they would know. Mm-hmm. That's just shade, and I like to throw shade. Hello.
So I want to ask you, because you brought up Boosie and Lil Nas. I want to know if you feel like celebrities should use their platform to highlight the issues faced by your community.
Actually, let me tell you this. I'm going to be so honest. I love what Boosie is doing, and let me elaborate on that.
Go ahead.
I want celebrities to be who they are, no matter what they believe in. No matter what. I love what Trump is doing, because I want to know who I'm dealing with. When I'm talking to Trump, I know how he's coming. When I'm talking to Boosie, I know how Boosie's coming. I love that, because that shows me who you are. And when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. So I love that. Celebrities would just be up front. Say how you feel. Say that. I can respect Boosie for saying that shit with his chest, because there's so many undercover homophobic, transphobic people. But honestly, Boosie he's not really against the gays, because he's one of them. So, you know.
Honestly, I with everything going on, everything he's saying, and now he's supposed to be a part of the Greek life, I truly believe.
You know, Boosie got all that them dry lips from sucking a lot of penis, honey. I can put a mean penis away, but Boosie got me beat. I mean, he goes by Boosie. Come on. Little Boosie at that.
Wow. That's insane.
Any from Baton Rouge, girl. Need I say more?
I'm about to say, well, no shade, no tea, but
my car in Baton Rouge plenty of times. I've seen a few Boosies in my day, and they all hate the gays, they all hate the trans, until the moon comes out. Because that's when the cats come out to play. Yeah. I leave. Boosie is a class.
Wow. And honestly, I do kind of think he is a little on the other side. Like why you go so? My thing be you're Boosie. You have a brand name. You got other stuff to worry about. Why are you so worried about that? Why does that make you so mad?
Attracted to Nas. It ain't gonna take rocket science to figure it out. Boosie, something about Nas is very attractive to Boosie. And it's okay, you know. Boosie is doing what John and them do. They try to show all this hate to the world, but in reality, they really fighting it in the demon, because they love it. They are loving it. Trust me, Boosie know all Nas songs. He know when Nas gonna perform. He know where they gonna perform. Boosie is the fan, you know.
Oh my God! Wow.
I'm sure I have a lot of people who don't like me in public too, but they love me in private.
Oh my goodness!
It's the funny world we live in.
Wow, that makes perfect sense. I'm happy you said that, because I was already thinking it, but I was like, I mean, he going hard about it. He going too hard. Like,
see, Boosie don't like a person like me because I'm too feminine. You know, I'm a trans woman. Boosie likes a little more manly, like Lil Nas. He loves Nas. I wouldn't be surprised if he slid it. No, I would, because Boosie is, he's street smart. He's not gonna message him directly. He's not gonna send John and slide a little letter. Yeah. Meet me behind the mall. What is called? Highway.
You
You know that.
wow.
Yeah.
So I want to know what you think are some ways that we as Black people can educate ourselves about the challenges and obstacles and experience.
That never happened, child. Wait, what was that? Wait, so
you didn't even let me finish.
I know, child. You're that drink. I thought you were about to ask me something else.
No, I want to know, in what ways do you think we can educate ourselves about y'all community, about the challenges and obstacles? Because even though there are some of us who are ignorant, there's some of us who actually want to know. We want to know. We want to understand y'all, so we can be in alliance and not so divided.
Communication is literally key. Talk to someone. Like, if you need a person, let's be honest. Just because you see let me just say it just flat out. Just because you see a person who clearly was born a male with wigs and makeup on, don't automatically assume that they're trans. Like I said, there's drag queens, there's transvestites, there's cross-dressers. All you have to do is ask. Ask. Hey, what are your pronouns? When they give you those pronouns, just respect it. Because honestly, this world would be so much better. We don't, like I said, we don't have to agree. Just respect each other. That ain't hard to give. It's free. A lot of Black people cheat. They like free shit. Respect is free.
So I want to know.
Want respect, but they're not willing to give it. What the hell?
That is true.
I don't understand it, child.
So, because I feel like some people ask questions, but they ask them in a very rude way. If I wanted to know if somebody was transgender, how could I ask them that without saying what are your pronouns? How else could I ask them, like,
how you doing? Are you trans?
But I feel like that's so rude to ask.
Let me tell you, it's all about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Mm-hmm. Make sure you just come very aggressively to them. People ask me all the time, like, but they don't like just, you can tell when someone's being funny, you can tell when someone's being rude. When you see them, they want to know because they want to know how to approach you. They want to be very respectable towards you and to you. They're going to just ask. It's like, hey, are you trans? Oh, wow. Then, like, I'm just giving you an example. Somebody asks, are you trans? I say, yeah. Oh, wow, you remind me of my cousin. She's trans. Hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. And that's how the conversation starts. That's how you can build friendships, connections, networking, OnlyFans, all that. Just ask somebody. You never know till you ask, child. You know what they say about them closed mouths. They will never get fed, and I do not.
So I want to know, what was the rudest thing, like, somebody has said to you?
To me?
To you. What's the rudest thing somebody said to you as it pertains to your identity? How did it come off, and how did you handle it? What did you say?
I'm not gonna say the rudest, because it's impossible for me to say the rudest, because child, you heard it all. You heard one all. But I will say the most hurtful thing I've heard. My brother told me that he wished my brother told me that he wished I died from AIDS, and he also told me I was a disgrace to the family. Mm-hmm. That was the hurtful thing that someone told me, because that came from my brother, child.
Right. Interesting though, because they always associate AIDS with y'all community when AIDS is anybody can get it. So why did he associate that with?
Because he's another dumb Negro off the street, duh. You know. He is.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
But he's no longer with us. He's been called to glory, and I'm sitting here in the living room doing an interview with you. Cheers.
Let's talk about it.
Holly.
Let's talk about it.
I love my mom. Oh, she's gonna hate that I said that. But you know he was an asshole, girl. Sit down.
Child.
Yeah, my brother. I really don't really talk about it too much. My brother hated me. He was so mean to me. And I hate to sound so mean, y'all. I'm really not evil. But child, he passed away. I didn't shed not one tear. Like, that bastard told me he wanted me to die from AIDS. I wore the shortest dress I can wear to his funeral. I wore me some cute little long blonde hair. sashayed up to his casket, looked at him, and winked my eye and went to sit back down. Yes, honey, because you got to say something about me. The Almighty, whoever it is up there, I really believe in karma. I believe in energy. I don't do nobody wrong, and you got to be very careful when you do someone like me who don't fool with nobody. When you do wrong, you got to be careful because that's coming back on you. And I just pray that I'm there to watch it. I want to watch it out. That goes for anybody.
How did you get into makeup?
Say it again.
How did you get into makeup?
Child, I started seeing damn dark spots and shit, and let's be honest, my face was had the male hormones and the male genes, and I was getting strong here and stronger. So that's when I actually started hormones. Hormones smoothing it.
You're on hormones?
I am.
Okay, you have to tell me about that. You have to tell me how that feels. What is that experience like?
Oh my God, I'm emotional. I want sex. I want food. I want
it's
sex.
Like a woman, yes.
Yes. So like I'm emotional, but honestly, between me and you, I've always been emotional. This literally put me like on remix. So I'm like, yeah, it's a lot. I get hot so freaking much. And I'm so young, I'm only 16 and I'm going through fucking menopause. It's horrible. Like,
wow, I did not know you were on hormones.
Yes, the only thing with that is hormones only take you so far.
Right.
And I'm not about how far I've gotten, because what I want is going to require some surgery. And the surgery that I want is going to require some money. And I don't know, $3,000-$4,000. I'm talking about for money.
So how long have you been on hormones?
I've been on hormones too. 4 or 5 years I've been on the pills because I'm scared of the shots. I don't do no shots. The shots are stronger. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got my little boobs. I can't pull them out. This is the wrong show for that. But they're not full.
Right.
Like they give you they don't give you the warm. So, I'm gonna need some breast implants. ASAP. Yeah, I love hormones.
I love that. Like, I'm so amazed by that. Like, wow. So,
and in California, actually, I think, now I could be wrong, but I heard in California the insurance will cover your something.
It will. So what you gonna do? Because it will.
I mean, plane ticket ain't.
I mean,
I think it sounds good, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I think I might have to move out there in China. I don't know if I want to move to California and $13 for no bottle of water.
Me and you gonna have to discuss that, some other time. Just because if you really trying to do it, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. Cause I'm already out here, child. So
you got a who?
I'm already out here.
I know San Francisco to be exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did my research.
Oh, honey, yeah, I did my research too, y'all. I was watching his video. I keep saying, correct me right now.
What does it say?
I just loved, honestly. Let me be transparent. I do that on purpose to see how he's gonna correct me, because there are some people who correct you and they be so rude. You be like, never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing to you. Like, my bad.
Listen, let me tell you something. I feel like this because there's some trans girls who will allow people to say he, so maybe that they feel like they can say it to other trans girls, and I don't take that. Let me tell you about me. I don't take it personal when I see someone making an effort to correct themselves. I would never take it personal because we're all human. I called a few trans girls a he, but I was being hateful. But we're all human. But when I see that you're doing it spitefully, oh girl. Oh, girl.
I was watching her.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all say it. Y'all are gonna watch her videos on YouTube. They are so funny. There was one where it really hit home and it really was a nice read. Like,
you talking about Pennywise? Oh, hey, Pennywise. Pennywise live in a sewage.
See, there you go. There you go.
Anyway, girl, I told you.
That was such a good. My mom sent me that. My mama was like, "You have to watch this video." Yes, my mama was
Yeah,
like, because so when I told her that I was interviewing you, she was like, "You have to. I'm gonna see the video that I first watched of her." I'm like, "Okay, well, send it to me." She sent me that one, and I said, "So that's the first video you saw of her reading somebody?" She was like, and she read her to shreds, and I was like, "Exactly."
it could have been worse, girl. It could have been one of my OnlyFans videos. So thank God it was a YouTube video. Woo, that would have been
I'm
embarrassing.
kind of happy because honestly, you were so professional in that read. Like you were that was, even though you was reading her, you were so professional.
It's a job. It's a job. I clock in and I clock out. Clock me in, I'm out to work.
Let's talk about it because as you should.
It's
Wow.
a job. Reading, let me tell you something. I learned this from my mother. That's why I love my mom so much. She is literally the blueprint of who I am because we grew up in the country. Even though we grew up in the country, my mother was a different type of mama. Like, she's so old fashioned, but and some things is a little, too old fashioned for me.
Right.
I have a filthy mouth. I love to curse. I never curse in front of my mother.
Me
I
either.
always call because it's
I know.
I'm quick to call somebody a motherfucking lie, but I don't say the word lie in front of my mom. Like there's certain things we don't say in front of her. Like she taught us, you don't say shut up, you say hush. Like she's one of them. You don't say lying, you say telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm around her. She's so old fashioned. Like I don't go out with her. I don't drink around her. Oh well, I do drink around her, but I don't drink that dark liquor. I don't do no dark liquor around her. But certain things I don't do with my mother because I look at my mother as my queen, my hero, my mom. I don't look at her as a friend and I can get all comfortable and talk about sex and all. My mom, all the time I tell I'm a virgin because I'm far from it. But it's certain things I don't feel comfortable talking to my mother because I want her to stay my mother, not my friend, not my home.
Right.
So yeah, it's weird
that
to
might
me.
just be a southern thing because I'm the same way. I don't curse for my mama. I don't know. It's just something about me cursing for my mama. Just
Thing, but I have so many cousins like they hang out with their mom, like they go to the club with their mom, or they talk, they smoke weed around their mom. Like it's just certain things weird doing around my mother. Like that's my mom. That is not my cousin or my friend. That's my mother.
Right.
Interesting. And when I'm cutting a whole out, I don't want mom to be there. Because I don't want to cuss her for. That's weird to me. I cannot cuss her for mom.
Wow.
Now,
I love that respect for her.
What you say, baby?
I love that, like the respect you have for her. Because a lot of people, they treat their mom like that a homegirl, and it'd be like,
I don't like. That's my mom. She will forever be my girl. Like, don't get me wrong. In my mind, I done read her down, baby. But no, I'm not because the lady. That lady is 62, honey. I am 16.
Wow.
I am about to
60. Whoa, that's wow.
My mommy is 62. Oh, I love her.
My mom
I'm actually
younger than that.
I actually going out for work because, like I said, I work at the warehouse, and Christmas is on a Saturday. Christmas Eve is on a Thursday. I plan on calling out for work for that. Christmas Eve is on a Friday. I told you I've been drinking now. Christmas Eve is on a Friday. Calling out that Friday because I'm going to surprise my mom for Christmas. I told her I'm coming back until New Year's. Reality, I'm going for Christmas. I'm going to pop up. Yeah, my mom is very special to me. I love her.
Oh, she's gonna lose it. She's gonna lose it because she's gonna get there. Yeah, she's gonna lose it.
And I'm gonna wear like a cute red dress, show a little shoulder.
Yeah, we need the videos, y'all. The videos of her spinning. Oh, honey, y'all gotta get into it. You gotta get into the content, honey. She comes out spinning, honey.
That's the best way to make a statement because when they talking crazy, just spin your ass out of here, girl.
Baby, she is. I'm talking about coming down, spinning, and then drop, and then look at you and say, "Okay." Oh, I'd be like,
You never give it all to them at one time because they're gonna choke. We don't want you to choke. I'm gonna baby. I'm gonna give you just a little bit. Never. You're like, where am I at? I need some more of that. I'm gonna come follow me. I know the way.
So, Miss MyaRay, what can we look forward to in the future? What you getting?
Everything. Because
content? I need content. I need you. What you giving? We need more.
I want to do it all. That's why if you go on my YouTube, you see I have interview. Girl, at one point you see rap videos from me, honey. Like, I don't want to be a girl just in a box. You know, I'm a weird one. I want to literally do everything. I'm kind of selfish. I want to do it all. I want to do interviews. I want to do the reviews. Like, I think I did what the hell review? The restaurant reviews. I want to do girl chats. I have a show called Boom Bitch We Got Action. And
yes, y'all tune in, please.
That's the root. The Boom Bitch We Got Action is the root and the tree. But the leaves is I have the Boom Bitch We Got Action girl chat. Boom Bitch We Got Action interviews. Boom Bitch We Got Action event sessions, story times. Like, I just want to literally do it all because I love talking, and I honestly feel like so many people can relate to me, and I just want to just talk to them. Let's talk, chat. Get on YouTube, sit down, let's chat. And I'm so easy to get in contact with, honey. You can literally type in MyaRay on any platform, and I pop up. MRAY, I'm popping up. You can even type it in Google because Google know what's up, and what's up is me.
Yeah, let's talk about it because I literally like was looking around. I'm like, I need somebody who's gonna really come on my show and like really just lay it all out. My sister was like, the perfect person for you. I'm like, okay, I need to know what's going on. Baby, when she laced me, I said, yeah, let me email her. Let me email her right now to let her know, like, we need to do this.
She wrote me on Snapchat and it was like, oh my God, your sister want to interview me. I was like, what am I gonna talk about? She said, just be yourself. I said, okay. She said, just be yourself. I said, okay, I can talk some shit.
So you guys can look forward to more YouTube videos. And please tune in to the Boom Bitch We Got Action, honey, because it's good. Okay? It is truly good. And her trolling videos. Because they are so funny. Oh my God.
I wonder how she's doing. You know, I haven't heard from her since I made that video.
You're not.
I'm find her by Christmas and bring her a gift.
We don't need you bringing her no gift. We don't need you talking to that woman no more. You've done enough.
I'm going to bring her a gift and we're going to get our coochies waxed together. Don't she do that for a living?
Oh, my drink, cause where's my? Let me. Cause you. But they're funny. Like all the videos I watched, I was so intrigued. I'm gonna put the link to her YouTube in the description box, and I'm gonna put the link to all of her social medias because I need y'all to tap in. Like, y'all gotta tap in.
What do you waiting?
That's what I'm saying. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Well, Ray, honey, I love this. This is probably one of my favorite episodes.
Don't be
anything else that you would love to say to my viewers? Please let them know.
Honestly, if I could just touch just one little person out there,
come on.
Yourself, I feel like I have done a job. Because I'm so sensitive, I'm a Sagittarius. Somebody sent me a message on Instagram and said, hey, I just saw one of your videos. You were just talking crazy, but I love your energy. I love your confidence. I wish I had it so I can be who I want to be. And that just stuff like that, like that's why I say I can just sometimes just pull out the camera and just talk. And to know that just simply me being me is touching somebody and encouraging someone to be themselves. I feel like I have a purpose in this world and I love it. Don't let anyone, no matter who it is, dog, cat, brother, mother, sister, dog, anything, make you feel you are anything less than the best because can't nobody be you better than you. Ooh, I feel good saying that. I'm saying myself.
Then that's how we gonna end it. You know what? We're gonna end it on that note. You already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all already know how I'm gonna end this, right? I see you, I hear you, and I love you. Please tune in for the next episode. Peace.
Bye.